Okay, so I'm back real fast. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and come in here and just kind of teach you like, well, not teach you, just show you, demonstrate to you how I get my brows done within like a 1, 2, 3 second. Real basic, nothing. There are so many hacks and DIYs, but we just gonna do the traditional basic, which is highlight and a pencil and a brush. That's it. As you get the practice to just understanding how to shape them and how to fill them, then you can go ahead. I will say if you want to get into the hacks or the other things. So first thing is I have a clean face. I use black African soap to wash my face, and then I go over it with some witch hazel. After that, I love this Shea Moisture moisturizer. Like, it just gives it this glow that y'all see, and it keeps it so soft. Also, you have to have clean brows. Clean brows. Once you start to, so I use this right here, but respectfully, you can actually just take you some sugar at home and a little olive oil, or no, coconut oil, mix it together, take it in your brows, and kind of just, blend it in. And what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of dead skin that's up under your hair. So I do that because, especially with me with all the makeup and everything, right? Now, let's talk about the shape of the brows and everything. So first off, if you see someone with perfect brows, perfect, 9 out of 10, that individual drew their brows on because they didn't have brows. When you don't have brows, it's much easier because you just draw them on. Someone like another one, the people that's women who have thick eyebrows. We have a lot of women with thick eyebrows, but usually 7 out of 10, the average women who have those thick, perfect eyebrows is usually women that's from like the Middle East. Those right there, they would definitely have perfect eyebrows because they are so full. So I want to show y'all some. You see my brows, you see like right up in here, my brows are considered thin. The reason they are considered thin is because I was one of those that was getting them waxed, getting them threaded all the time. And what I did not know is doing that so much, it thin your eyebrows. And unfortunately, we're going on 4 years and my eyebrows have not grown back. So from that day forward, I do not, under no circumstance, shave my eyebrows. I do not puck my eyebrows. I do not get them waxed. I don't do anything. So now let's go ahead and get to this tutorial. So one of the pencils that I use, a pencil, this right here, NYX. This is the Precision Brow Pencil by NYX. This color I am using is black. So let's talk about color real fast. If you are a fair skin European woman with a very light skin tone, you pretty much want to stick with like a brown, a brunette color, those colors to kind of keep your skin tone even, right? If you are a woman that is like a light skinned woman like myself, or a brown skinned woman, you could kind of do the black, but you'll just be real easy with it. And you can do espresso brown. You want to kind of pretty much keep them dark so they can kind of be highlight. If you do them like a more of a light brown, that the or brunette, that a lighter skin tone will do, they not gonna really kind of pop. Is gonna kind of look a little awkward. If you are a woman with a darker skin tone, what you can do is you would definitely use black, because I mean it's just gonna even out your skin tone and everything, just balance everything out. So that right there is how the colors go. So now this right here is the little brush. I'm just gonna go ahead. So I never done this. Let me get my little mirror to see if this can help. So I want to see that. Perfect. This goes good. Okay, so y'all can see me. So what I do is, so as you see, I'm brushing them up. No dead hair or dead skin cells is coming out because they already clean. So I brush mine in the angle that they are. Like I say, as you get advanced in it, people brush them up, glue them up. I don't do all that. I just, right here, my inner corner or outer corner I will do, but for the most part, just like this. So now You see right here where all this is very thin. That's what I'm talking about, that I was shaving. So like when somebody do their eyebrows, they would kind of use a razor and cut that part. And once you do that, that is not good, right? So then, let me show you why I love this pencil. Because it's thin. This pencil is very thin. So what I'm about to do is, I'm about to line this eyebrow up. So I'm going to come a little further out here. Excuse me, y'all. As you can see. Now, if you want thick eyebrows, you just come down a little. If you want them thin, you go up. I hope that makes sense. If it don't, just put it in the comments and I'll explain it to you. So now you see, I got all that. Now I want to go ahead and start filling that open area. Real soft and gentle. I'm going to come out here. Do a little something on this. Okay. So then, as you notice, we have some hair here, but you see it's very thin. So you see more hair is up in here. So what I'm going to do is, let me just make it a little smaller because I'd be so mad when I accidentally be breaking this, y'all. So I pushed it in just some so I could put a little more pressure because I want to kind of make that a little more thick. So you can see how I kind of gave the illusion that that's hair and it's not. So then I'm still going in, right? Keep in mind, I'm following the hairs. So now I want to come down, right? Okay. Now, when you have crooked lines and all that, don't worry about it because that's what the concealer is for. The concealer is going to take care of all of that, okay? Just a little FYI, don't worry about that. Another little pro tip, when you have eyebrows, you would never have perfect eyebrows. So understand that one is going to always be better than the other. Do not frick and frag. Do not remove them. Once they get to a level that you like, you know what? This is doable. I can go out with it. Leave it like that. Don't keep playing with them because you're just going to mess them up more. I learned the hard way. Okay. So you can see. Okay, perfect. Just making sure y'all can see. And I'm just going to do this one brow because, like I said, we already 7 minutes in. And I'm not going to edit this because I want you to hear everything that I said. Not to mention, I'm not a pro at editing. So I just want to give you the basics. So then with that, you see I just filled that in more. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead, come up some. I want to kind of like just blend it out, you know, wherever it was like harsh yet, because what I'm looking for now is open holes. So let me come a little closer for y'all. As you can see, I need to fill it up in here. That's an open hole. That's an open hole. That's open. So I like to go ahead and fill all that in. I like mine to just look thick, but also with some naturalness, which is why I go in with very light strokes. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? You can still see the hairs. Okay. So I'm just raising my eyebrow to get up under there so I can see. So you see now how it looks. And like I say, this is just the basic 1-2 step. So this brow is done. Now, so when it comes to the concealer, a lot of people like to use the very light version. I personally don't do that because it's hard for me to just keep blending and I don't have time to sit there and keep patting it to push it in. So what I do is I like to just create masks. So I use this concealer by MAC. It is a Studio Finish concealer. It is, the color I'm using is NC35. But because it's basically almost gone, I use the crayon case. I use 2 of the crayon case concealer. I have, this is 03 and then I have 19. So both of these are pretty much, one is a light color and one is a dark color. And I'm just going to squirt because I'm low. A little drop in there. You probably heard the little noise of the little poof come out. Okay. So then I'm using a brush from yesterday. So now I like to use a flat angle brush. You can use any type of flat brush, even a shadow based brush, which is the ones you would pat there. We'll get into them later, but I just want to give you an idea. You technically always want to make sure you're using a flat brush. That's the most important thing. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stir this, y'all. I'm sorry about the extra minute this took because I technically should have did this first, then recorded. And if you have any questions, just drop them, y'all. But ladies, this is a quick, little way when you're going out with your guy and you're like, you know what, baby, I want to throw on a little lipstick and I want to touch up these brows. This is a good quick tutorial. And like I say, this is just the basic. It is so many ways. Don't get stuck on and start investing in bad and all that stuff. Because guess what? I learned the hard way too. All right, so I have enough on my brush. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be very still. And we're going to go over that line the same way. So now you remember when I said that was a little crooked, not to mention, keep in mind, I also have those little small hairs that's out. Because I don't want to shave them, I kind of pack a little more product to give the illusion it's not there. So I just curve it real sharp. So you see how clean that is? Okay. Then we just bring this down. So hold on. Okay. So I kind of messed this up some. Let me see. Okay, so technically I'm going to have to make that a little longer. So now I'm going to go ahead and go over the top. And you could put your angle your brush whichever. Like some people do it like that. Some people do it like that. It's all up to you. I do both. Okay. So I definitely messed this up, and this is going to happen. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it. Okay. So now I'm going to set that down and then I'm going to go back with my little brush. And because I now have a shape, I want to kind of go up to kind of get more of a feel. Okay. So this is perfect. Like you see, no holes or anything. Now what I want to do is kind of push this forward to kind of give it more of a little contrast. You see? And fix that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little brush and I'm just going to pat it in. Now you can also use a brush. Like if you're going to use a brush, definitely use a fat brush. You know what I'm saying? Something that can really have some pressure. But I want to go fast because we now 13 minutes up. Well in. Because I want to show you how I'm going to kind of fix this brow. So yeah. And then with that little hair, I will also use some highlight. So you know how the highlight we put here, we put that there too. So now, as you can see, I accidentally put a little concealer right there. So we just gonna cover that. Now we're gonna go down some. Stretch it, just go over it once, you know what I'm saying, you kind of got it dry. And then pat all that in. Hold on. Because you see, once you start playing with them, it's hard. So now, the last part is, this right here is Control Freak by NYX. This is basically edge control for your brows. So with the brows, you're going to always have little hairs that like flare up or go different directions. All you got to do is just take this and then apply it. All these products can be found at Ulta or NYX website. Okay. Okay, so that right there kind of. So now, because it's wet, I also have this Anastasia pomade. This right here is dark brown. What I'm going to do is, because this is what it's like a paste. I'm just going to use this little small brush, dab it real soft. Because the pencil is not going to do too much because I just put that gel on it, but this base would do something. So I'm just going to fill that in. Hit that a little. Now, this is because I be in a rush and I don't feel like wanting it to dry. So, as you can see, it's a decent brow, right? You know, like I say, nothing now. All brows going to always look different. This is a raw brow with no filter. Like I say, I'm going to put a little more on here. And then this is where I will put some highlight. Because of those hairs, I want to kind of sharpen this. Okay. Go in. Okay, we at 17 minutes, y'all. I am so sorry. That's because I'm talking too. But this right here is a perfect brow. So if you have any questions, or if you need to ask me a question, or if you need a run through of the products again, I'm going to actually list them in this. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and do the full face, and then I will post the look afterwards. All right. Mwah.